Tom Cruise is telling friends this about his humiliating break fresh from his latest love split. Heartbroken Tom is venting to pals as they reveal what he's looking for in his next romance, pulling out his top guns. Tom Cruise appeared to launch an epic mission to love bomb Ana de Armas in the months leading up to the pair confirming their romance during a loved-up getaway to Vermont over the summer. But just 8 months after first being photographed out together on Valentine's Day, making Heat seriously question whether this had been the first step in Tom's impressive wooing game. Sources revealed earlier this month that the duo have called it quits on their brief romance. They just realized they weren't going to go the distance and that they are better off as mates, a source said at the time. Earlier this month, an insider told us that one of the reasons behind their mutual breakup had been Tom's intensity, which we were told had been a little overbearing for Ana, 37. Ana's friends aren't shocked that Tom and Ana didn't last, a source told us. Tom was constantly micromanaging her, telling her how to handle everything from her image to her workouts and her career choices. At first she was flattered by it, but eventually she started to feel suffocated. However, we are now told that Tom is telling pals that, after it was reported to have been a mutual breakup, he actually ended things with Ana. Our insider tells us, Tom's telling people he made the decision to pull the plug, that Ana wasn't up to his standards in the end and is now looking for someone with more charisma and life experience. It feels like a complete 180 in terms of how he was talking about her just a few weeks ago, when she could do no wrong and this ultimate dream gal who walked on water. At the start of their romance, both Tom and Ana had been adamant that their relationship was purely driven by wanting to work with one another. While Tom praised Ana as very talented and outstanding, Ana was the one to act more coyly, thanking Tom for his unbelievable support of her work. But when their admiration for each other quickly developed into a whirlwind romance, we reported how Tom had such high hopes that he had been working with his legal team to draft a top-secret prenup, and had even hoped to have children with Ana in the future. So it's no surprise that we're told Tom has been left heartbroken by their shock split. The source tells us he's very upset and can't wrap his head round the idea that things didn't work out between them. His trying to deny this has hurt him, but it's obvious that at one point, he saw Ana as a future life partner. Now he's been venting to friends and nitpicking all of Ana's supposed faults, but is clearly trying to make himself feel better because his pride has taken a huge knock. It's been widely reported for decades that Tom is a stickler for routine and control, including when it comes to his love life. 2 former members of his Church of Scientology have previously lifted the lid on how top bosses at the controversial religion's headquarters in California have historically played an active role in helping Tom find the perfect wife, even auditioning women who fit the mold. And while there is no indication that Ana was involved in Scientology, the source says their sudden decision to call it quits has dropped a bombshell on Tom's orchestrated life plans and has knocked him off balance. Tom's used to calling the shots. Most people treat him like the second coming, so when something doesn't go his way, it throws him completely off balance. We're told everyone's walking on eggshells around him right now because he's so on edge. One minute he's saying he's better off and it's Ana's loss, and then the next is complaining that he'll never meet anyone worthy of him. Tom's the kind of person who likes structure, so when things in his personal life fall apart, he's extra controlling at work. He's now using it to escape this heartbreak. So there's really no rest for anyone in his orbit. And despite the short time span of the romance, the actor's decision to go public with a relationship speaks 1,000 words. Tom was thought to have been single after being last linked to Russian influencer and socialite Elzina Karova, 37, in late 2023. It was reported in February last year that he had cooled things off, but the pair had never gone public. He was also linked to his Mission Impossible co-star Hayley Atwell, 43. In 2020, yet again, the romance was never confirmed. Tom was married to Mimi Rogers from 1987 to 1990 and Nicole Kidman, with whom he shares Bella, 32, and Connor, 30, from 1990 to 2001. He then wed ex-Katie Holmes in 2006 before the pair famously divorced in 2012. They also shared daughter Sui, 19. But following his toxic split with Katie, Tom had become notoriously private. And now the source says that after making the decision to share his new romance with the eyes of the world, Tom now fears that he could be alone forever. No matter how much he wants to deny it, this breakup has left him incredibly disappointed. He doesn't understand why it's been so hard for him to find a lasting relationship, the insider says. He's a loyal guy who always spoils the women he's with and goes out of his way to help them with anything they might need. Plus, he's still in great shape and looks at least a decade younger than he is. He feels like it shouldn't be this tough to meet the right match. He's frustrated and feeling pretty low right now.